How about you? I'm Hank. Welcome to Hamiltonville Farm. If this is your first time to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to put a tail light bulb in my burnt tail light in my Ram 2500. It's a 2019 model. And then we're going to replace the headlight, the low beam headlights as well. I'll show you that process and I'll show you the bulbs that I bought. So let's get to it. So I just made a trip from Florida to Texas, back to Florida, and my tail light went out. The brake lights and turn signal still work, but the tail light went out. So I'm going to replace that. Let me show you what I'm going to replace it with. This is the Sylvania Long Life 7443, and I give, let's see here, $7.64 for that O'Reilly's. I'm going to be replacing the low beams for the front with these high-end white H11s, ZXE Gold from Sylvania. This one was $66.59 is what I paid for these, and eventually I'll put the high beams in it as well. It's going to be super easy to put in this tail light, so let's go ahead and do that right quick. For the tail lights, all you're going to need is a T25 star bit or Torx bit. Some people call them star bits. I don't know what you call it, the technical name. T25 is what you're going to need. And the only thing you have to do is you have to remove this one and this one. So there's only two screws you got to take off, and then this pops out. So let's go ahead and get it. Once you have two screws out, you do have to kind of apply pressure on this outside here, and it kind of pops off, but it's easy enough. Rotate the, I've already had the old one out to get the reference off of it, so that's why that doesn't have one. These are the clips here that slide into the slots on the tail light itself. So here's this. And then you just plug in your tail light in this slot here. Again, it's a 7443 from Sylvania is one I'm using. Push it back in. Put your cover back on. Put your screws back in. And that's it. Let's see if it works. And there you have it. It literally only took like 3 minutes, and that's with filming, to get your taillights changed. Super easy job. Don't pay anybody to do it. Do it yourself. So let's move on. Let's get the truck turned around. Let's get it back underneath the covered pole barn here, and let's change the headlights. It's a little more involved, but it still should be pretty easy. Hey, if you like our t-shirts and stuff, we have different styles to choose from on our website, hamiltonvillefarm.com. Go check it out. Go order you a t-shirt and or a sticker or something to show you support for the channel. We'd appreciate it. Let's get these headlights put in. Here are the stock halogen look. It's got that kind of a dim yellow look to it, something like that. Probably need to clean that off while I got the housing off, don't I? So we're going to replace these again. I'm using the high-end white, let's see, high-end white H11 ZXE Gold from Sylvania. I got it from O'Reilly's. I'm sure you can get it from Advanced Auto or whatever. First thing you got to do is open up your hood. Let's see. And there's a couple steps you got to take to get the housing out. You're actually going to have to take off this black plastic cover that goes across here, and you just need to push pins. You just need to remove the push pins to get it off. And so you really, I mean, what stinks about this is you run the risk of actually tearing these things up or breaking them, and that's never fun. So we'll be real careful to try to get all this off without breaking any pins. They actually make a tool that you can use to remove these pins with. I used to have one, but man, I can't find it. It's been a long time since I've done any body work. So just a regular old flathead screwdriver will work. Stick it underneath there and pry it up, and then we'll just pop out. And like I say, this is what it looks like when it's popped out. Here's a tip for you if you're doing this kind of work. Try to work in warm conditions, because if you're going to work on it in the cold, these things get brittle and they'll snap. All right, let's get the rest of them out. I want to show you something on this last rivet here. Actually, I got two more, but I'll show you this. There's a groove right here that you put your screwdriver in, or your flat tip of some sort, and then you can remove that piece there. It actually comes up, and then the whole well, of course, then the whole thing pops up. So look for the groove inside the plastic housing, and it pulls up the top piece, and that relieves the pressure for the bottom clip. That way you're less likely to break something. Let's see if I can show you one more time here. So you got to remove this black plastic shroud. Like I say, it's better to do this when it's warm outside. How did I miss that one? Just kidding, got one more. So you take this off here. Now it should come off. So you take this black shroud off, set it off to the side. And that exposes some 10mm bolts. You got these 10mm bolts here across the top, and this keeps your grill in place. Now the thing about it is, you've got the bolts on the top, but you have some clips on the bottom, so this is another thing you have to be careful of, so not break those clips down there, because they're not fun. Okay, let's take off the grill. Okay, I just took off this bottom piece here. Let me tell you something. That was a pain. This is a part that goes around here. Now, I think all I got to do is take off these 3 screws. 1, 2, and 3 on both sides. And I think the grill will come off, and then we can start working on the headlight. It ain't been fun. This is a little more difficult than the tail light. So I'm proud to say I've only broken 1 plastic tip on the body parts here. Okay, let's take a look at the headlight. It appears I'll have to take off this. And that might be it. Maybe that little black body clip there. But it's already fairly loose, so I might be able to just get away with just that clip there. Let's check it out. If you take your time, you'll be all right. Just frustrating. Yeah, you got to take off that body clip. Get your body clip removal tool, which is in my case this flathead screwdriver. Alright, let's see here. There it goes. It came out. Let me put that back together so I don't lose nothing. Well, I hope this makes a big difference, because if it don't, I'm like, daggone, this wasn't worth it. I might have it enough there where I can get my hand back there. There it goes. So there is one more screw I forgot to take off, and it looks like I broke the plastic housing there, so make sure you take this bolt off too. So now you just remove this plastic dust cover, and now you have access to your low beams in here, and simply remove them. I don't know if you can hear that rain or not, but it's really humid outside. Really raining a lot, humid. I wouldn't say this job has been challenging. I would just say you have to take your time. I mean, it's not difficult. You just have to be patient. Take your time with it. I don't know how true it is, but people say don't touch the bulb, so I'm just going to not touch it. You got to twist this light bulb to get it out of the container there. And then you press and hold on the back side here with your thumb. Press and hold, and that light just pops out. And then you just take the new light and simply push it back in like so. So it's really just plug and play. Then you take you can see the 3 grooves on the housing. That's the slots. You just kind of fish that back through there, line your grooves up, and twist it back into place. And you shouldn't have to readjust these headlights. They should still be adjusted to shine where they need to shine. Okie dokie. Looks like that's it. Put my dust cover back on and reassemble. Okay, I'm going to stop mid-project here, because what I've done is I've only bought the low beams. I didn't buy the high beams as well. So I said, well, I'll get the high beams later. What a hassle this is to get the front end off this thing. So I'm going to take my wife's car. I'm I'm gonna run to the store and I'm gonna buy the high beams because this, I don't want to ever do this again. It is aggravating. Like I said, it's not difficult, but you're underneath it, you get dirt on, you know, put safety glasses on because you're gonna get some dirt in your eyes. And so I don't want to do it again, so I'm gonna go get the high beams, put them in now, that way I'll be done with the project. I'll catch back up with you here in a little while. All right, I'm back. If you notice, I'm wearing a different shirt. That's because my wife said, "You're not gonna wear that dirty shirt inside my new car." So I said, "Listen, woman, okay, I'll change shirts." All right, so these are the high-end white ZXEs. 9005 is the number on them. Sylvania Gold, ZXE Gold 9005. These are the high beams. So we'll go ahead and put those in and then get it all buttoned back up. Now these are, you know, when you go to change yours, make sure you have like the projection or non-projection, and make sure that sometimes you have to twist the light bulb in the casing and stuff. Just read the instructions if you have any questions. But when we get the high beams put on, that way we ain't got to ever do this again. I'll put my dust cover back on the low beams and then start on the high beams. Give them a good twist, pull them out. Same concept here. Push down the little pin, pull this out. Try not, I don't know if it matters, but try not to touch the bulb. Put it back in the hole. Twist. And then put the dust cover back on. All right, now I'll do the other side. All right, both of them are in. Now all we got to do is put it all back together. Okay, so I got the little piece on the end left to do, but I've got this done, and I've got to put the black shroud on up top, and then we will button this thing up. So let's add this last piece right here. And the fun thing about this is I don't have any pieces left over so far. So that's good, right? I don't have any extra bolts or nothing like that. All we got to do is now put the shroud on and we'll be good. It wasn't too terrible of a job, maybe 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, something like that. The only bad part was getting underneath the truck and getting behind it. I will say this, I've only got, look, I only got one body rivet left, or body push pin, or whatever these are called. So not too bad, 99.9% of the body rivets went back into it. I hope that wasn't an important one. If I had to do it all over again, what I would do is I would buy the high beams and low beams together. I wouldn't try to just do the low beams and then come back, because once I realized how difficult the grill it was to take off the grill, I would have just bought the two sets together. And also, I would have done a better job organizing all the screws that came out of it. I think that would have made the reassembly process a little easier. So once you're taking off all the screws and body rivets, organize them so that they're easier to go back onto your vehicle with. Okay, you guys take care. God bless.